Okay. Hi, sweetie. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot better, thank you. I don't know what happened. I was completely fine most of the day. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like around 3 p.m., it hit me. And I was like,
Really?
yeah,
What did it feel like? What hit you?
I was just like super nauseous and all that stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Yeah.
Oh, that
It
could be.
wasn't, it stayed with me for about a day and a half. And then I got a really bad migraine. So maybe that's what it was.
Whoa, Barbara, your hair is really red.
Yep, it is. I hate it.
I mean, it's really red.
No kidding. Tell me again. Aren't I am going to have a nervous breakdown, Tony. How do you keep from having a nervous breakdown without taking drugs? I'm serious.
What? In what way are you having a nervous breakdown, honey?
Okay.
Take a breath.
I have a new phone and a new computer.
Oh, well, forget it. You might as
Right?
well commit suicide now.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, that's a nightmare.
So Casting Frontiers sent a request for something that sounded like it would be right up my alley. Crazy People Who Love to Dance. I don't know if you saw it. It's for a body butter commercial. And so Arnie filmed me dancing. They sent the music, the script, and what they were looking for. I did the whole thing. I had, my slate, like you told me. Hello, I'm Barbara Attell. Right? Did the whole thing on video. We couldn't save it to my computer. It took literally half the day to put it in a form that I could drag it across to send it. I sent it. Then I go to Costco because I needed some waters and stuff. And when I came back, I looked at my phone. My phone had not been downloading any mail or messages since Arnie and I started working on that thing at 1:00 today. Then I turned on my computer and it doesn't have any mail. I get orders for my wine business, usually on Mondays, so I can make a little money to pay bills. no orders are on here. No recent messages for any kind. And then I just before class noticed my voice is starting to get weaker and weaker. Just before class, I was on the phone with AT&T. I changed my password maybe 10 times today, and I wrote them all down. None of them work. So here I am. I'm so excited to be here.
I'll tell you something, Barbara. I think that it will all clear up. I think AT&T has had some problems. And when this happens, if I can give you just a suggestion, how long have you been with AT&T? Hi, Danny.
Hi.
How many years have you been with AT&T?
Many years, many years.
So they have a department called the loyalty department.
Writing it down.
And the loyalty department will go out of their way to help you, especially us elderly. Now, I started out as an AT&T operator. And I was having problems because, remember my phone situation? They owed me money. I finally went to the loyalty department. I had it all worked out. I made a complaint to San Francisco, whatever. They said, don't worry, everything's taken care of. Nothing was taken care of. So I called the loyalty department. The young kid, he could have been one of my students. He was as sweet as Jennifer and Danny. Says to me, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take $50 off your phone bill every month until this is paid back to you. I personally will see to it. And he cleared up everything. Bam, bam, bam. Now, I had spent 6.5 months going all over. I mean, I went to Taiwan. I went to Malaysia.
Oh, yeah.
Malaysia's really, they're nice. Those people are very nice. But what I'm telling you is what I've finally done with situations like your phone and your computer is I paid money to join a thing called Hello Tech.
Yeah.
Very little money. And they will completely put your computer back together again.
Yeah, I have the Geek Squad, and they'll do it. It's just today and just before class, then trying to get myself submitted for that part. So
forget that. I mean, honey, I
got it.
Today I did the whole same thing with Hal. And we did it on the phone. Well, I couldn't find WeTransfer at fucking all on my iPhone. And finally found it, and got it into the people. The point is, at what point do we say to ourselves, I don't want this kind of stress?
That's what I'm saying right now.
I'm at that point. So when you get to that point, what you need to do is just back away and give yourself a day. Nothing is that important. I swear to you, Barbara, you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff. Jennifer's going to get a whole bunch of stuff. Danny's going to get a whole bunch of stuff. It will happen, you guys, but maybe not today.
I'm certainly not going to eat wine orders today. That's for sure.
but you will. And it's so tough. And, that's one of the reasons I'm just backing away for a while. I say that and I'm still doing a commercial today. And listen, Royce and I shot one, I'm telling you guys, took us 3.5 hours. I go to download it and I lose the master shot.
Oh, isn't that, and what, can I just ask you, when you start to feel that feeling like you just want to scream and throw the computer and the phone out the window and with your hair, really, I'm asking you.
I'm going to tell you something very important, all of you guys, right now, because you're all performers. Tapping. I charge a lot of money for this. Any way you want to say it, this whole thing helps you communicate that it's okay to feel the way you feel and get rid of it. So you start off here, you say, I'm very stressed. You tap.
Yes.
I'm very stressed.
Very stressed.
I don't know what to do. This whole thing is stressing me. Use your own words, you guys. Don't.
Okay.
I acknowledge how stressed I am. It's okay to be this stressed as long as it doesn't hurt my body. This one really helps me. I'm going to allow the stress to just go through my body and out my body. Under your arms. I've been known to do this while I'm driving. I'm going to let go of the stress. Wait a minute, hold on. I've just got to let a couple of people in. Then you take your left hand, starting on your thumb. I'm going to let go of this stress. It's not doing me any good. I'm going to let go of it. I understand my body's feeling this way. It's okay. I'm feeling better. You don't do the fourth finger. I don't know why, but you come up at the end. I'm going to start feeling better now. You do this 3 times. Do it again with me. My body's feeling stressed, but it's not as bad as it was. I'm going to give my body permission to let go of my stress. My stress is overwhelming me. It's not doing me any good, so I'm going to let it go. Even if I'm fearful that I'm going to miss something, I have to let this go. I acknowledge my body. This is under your arms. I acknowledge that my body and my mind is stressed. And I'm stressed, but it's okay to let it go. I'm letting it go. Nothing is worth it. I thank my body for keeping me healthy and sane. Don't do anything to this finger. Come up. I'm breathing nice and regular now. 3rd time, you have to do it 3 times. Anyway, do it. Okay, body, you can let go of the stress now. I recognize that you're feeling it, and that's okay. I just don't want to hurt myself. Goodbye, stress. Go away. I'm letting you go, stress, because you're not helping me. This always helps me right here. Oh, I can breathe. I'm feeling better. I truly am. Under the arms. Let go. Goodbye. Go away, stress. Take your hand. You're not doing me any good. Goodbye, stress. I'm letting my body, mind, and spirit let you go. Even though my phone is ringing, I won't let it stress me. Goodbye, stress.
Just gonna start dancing. I feel better already.
Amy, hi, sweetheart. I'm teaching right now. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. I just called to say hi. Sorry. I'll
Let's-
tell you in a couple of days.
Let's talk tomorrow afternoon, okay? Or-
Yeah.
Or Wednesday.
Okay. I'll call you then. Bye.
Bye, baby.
Well,
And
that worked so good. James Brown chimed in.
I know, that's what I thought. It made me feel good, actually.
But you guys, do you feel any different?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm telling you, I teach this to a lot of my hypnosis clients. Because I do hypnosis for actors too. Like especially actors who are transferring from one form to another, like from TV to movies, or like from TV to stage, or like actors who can't memorize because they're stressed. And I have to tell you, I had a very difficult phone call. You know about it. I told you guys, Station 9, he, she, her from UCLA. And I was very stressed about it. And I tapped, and you know what? When the phone call came in, they were so gracious and loving to me.
Mhm.
And the guy was wonderful, and they let me talk about it, and we resolved it. And I was calm. And it is very helpful. This is a wonderful technique to use before you go into an audition. It's a wonderful technique when you're stressed. It's a wonderful technique to do when everything's going wrong. It really is. And this is called, the modality is called tapping. It's a part of hypnosis. But the beauty of this particular technique that I just showed you is that if you notice, whenever we're not feeling well, or whenever we're stressed, or whenever we're scared, or whatever is going on in our mind and body, we never really let our body know it's okay. We try in our mind to go, oh, it's okay. I'm going to try and get you out of it. But the body's still going, ah, yeah, 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 yeah. It's still freaking out.
Mhm.
This technique connects the mind and the body together, and you're giving your body permission to feel the way it feels. And then you just tap it out. You tap it out. You're gentle to your body, your mind, and your spiritual self, and you tap it out. For example, if Stephen Odachowski has a really funny, like say a bad customer, someone who treats you rudely, Stephen, or your manager, or someone who's just, there's just no reason for their snapping at you, and you're hurt. Boom. You admit what's going on in your body and your brain and your spirit self. And you tell your body, brain, and spirit self, it's okay. And let's just tap it out of ourselves. And it's one of the only, and I've studied for 15 years at least, I'd say 18 different modalities of hypnosis. And this is one of the most effective ones. It's so simple. It's really simple. Even when you're in pain, if you tap, it's a one, because then your body goes, oh, thank you for recognizing this. Thank you. Thank you for not trying to hide it or pretend it's not there.
It's interesting because after my cancer treatment and I got into therapy just to deal with, some of the emotional things, the doctor I went to actually did have me tap. It wasn't that exact pattern,
Yeah.
which I like the pattern. I like that. Thank you.
I've been known to be driving and tapping under my arm.
I'm going to be doing it. Believe me.
You guys, I cannot tell you how it will calm you. And just then for the last thing, what I always suggest when you're coming up, say, I'm going to take a break now. I'm giving my body, mind, and spirit time. Just take a break. I'm going to eat something. I'm going to drink something. I'm going to lay down. I'll take a little nap, whatever it is, or I'm just going to read a book. You will find that this modality is so important. And it really, it really is, it's an amazing modality because we're all scared. And in many times in our life, we're hurt. And the thing that happens is I always call it the triplex. Everything happens at once. Someone's put too much red in your hair, or your hair's black, or someone cut your hair too short. Your phone isn't working. You've got an audition. Your computer isn't working. People are calling you. It's just a myriad of everything coming to this vortex, this little arrow, and we can't handle it. It fries us. We get fried. Has anybody ever been there besides me and you? And yeah.
Somebody's just texting me with an 805 number. I don't know who it is.
That's
And
Santa
says,
Barbara.
It says, do you have the link for tonight's class? Who's in Santa Barbara?
That's 805.
Is that Antoinette?
Could it be? But she said she's in town now. 805. Wait a minute. Maybe they've got me.
There's 805-403-4044.
That's the phone number?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on. 1-805.
403-4044.
Because mine was really weird. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it for them.
Maybe.
It's Antonia. It's Antonia. So hold on.
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Just give me a second. Antonia, it's Toni, honey. Let me send you the link. I thought you had it, but again, I don't know. Things are going weird today. Okay, so let me send you the link. Just give me a second here. hold on, guys. Hold on, stay there. No, Zoom.
I sent it to her. I don't know if
Oh,
she
you
got it.
did? You did?
I hope I sent her the meeting ID and the passcode.
Oh, good. Okay. Because I went in to do it, and here she is. And I couldn't. It's a weird one, but thank you, She's coming in.
Okay.
Marco will join us later. Thank you for stripping, Noelle. We really appreciate this. It's
love
made
watching
my
it.
night, and I'm not even dead. Okay. Such a pretty girl. Such a pretty girl. So, Stephen, you got the message from Noelle. You don't have to do 2 scenes. Barbara's doing the scene with Antonia. Hi, Antonia.
Hi.
You have it now?
Hi.
Yeah, I went back
Pretty.
to my emails and I got it.
Barbara, thank you for doing that. I was
Yeah,
thrilled.
thank you. I found it like right when you messaged it to me.
Oh, good.
I know mine's kind of weirded out too. All right. So just a question to all of you guys. Next Monday, I will be teaching. The Monday after that, I'm in San Francisco. I will let you know, don't worry. But the Monday after that, I'm going to ask a TV director to come in. She doesn't want to redirect you. We've talked about this. She says it's too hard to redirect people online. But she would like to come in and talk to you about what she looks for as a director for TV. Okay? So
Great.
I will clue you in, and I will still probably have her watch you. Do you know what I mean? Do a scene and then have her talk. She teaches now at USC in the film division, but she has done many TV shows. You will have to ask her because I should know, but let me see. IMDb, I think look up Helene Head. Where's my IMDb thing? Just a minute. Hold on. And I will look her up.
Pauline Head?
Helene Head.
Helene.
Helene Head, yes.
Helene
Okay.
Head.
Now I'm in IMDb, but I don't know how to sign in. I refuse to pay for this. And this is an interesting thing. You guys should know this. What is my IMDb password? Just show password. Just show it. No. I can't get in right now. Just don't have time. Anybody get in to IMDb? Take a look. This is really very interesting to me. Pull up my name, for example. You'll see, I think the meter at the bottom says 235. Someone was showing me this today. The bigger the number, let's just say the number is 1,025. That means the less amount of work that you've done. The smaller the number means the more jobs you have done. Now, I never knew that. Did anybody pull up Helene? I think it's Helaine, Head, Head, but I could be spelling that wrong. All right, well, we'll look for it later. Okay, so I would like to start out with a little bit of movement tonight. Are you up for it? Yeah? Okay. I think we need to. Play that funky music. Alexa, play that funky music.
Here's a station you might like. Funky Soul Classics on Amazon Music.
Can you hear it? All right, Barbara, start us out. It doesn't sound funky to me.
Oh, it's not very funky.
Easy listening, easy
Play
listening
another
music.
funky song. Alexa, play another funky song.
Here's a station you might like. Funky Soul Classics on Amazon Music.
Here we go. Follow Barbara. Take it, Jennifer.
Where's Jennifer? I can't see her. Wait a
I
second.
can't really hear it very well.
I can't even see anybody.
Take it, Danny.
No, I can't.
I hear the music.
I can't hear it either.
Just kind of bobbing along here, but I can't hear the music.
I can't either.
Barely.
Take it, Stephen. Go
There
to
we go.
gallery view, you guys. Take it, Noel. Take it, Kenneth. Come on, Kenneth. No, Kenneth. You did that last week. Take it, Antonia. My turn. Move your shoulders. Feel the isolation. Move your hips. Take it, Barbara. Take it, Jennifer. Danny. Take it, Danny. Hit that snare drum, baby. Steven. Take it, Noel. Come on, Kenneth. Your turn, Kenneth. Take it, Antonia. Freeform. Everybody do your thing. Okay, you can turn off now. Thank you, Alexa. Turn off. Shit. No,
For
turn
you.
off. Alexa, turn off.
I feel for you. I think I love you.
Have you ever seen her live?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Can she perform, huh?
Yeah, I saw her performing for Joni Mitchell's birthday party. Gosh, I think it's been 2 years, and it was just before COVID. She wasn't very good, but I do love her.
She opened for Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I thought I was going to die. She
Oh,
was
yeah.
so hot.
Awesome.
She was really, really amazing. So, Marco will be joining us, Kenny, at around 9. Okay. So tonight, what I thought, and Stephen, I think it's your birthday, isn't it? Isn't your birthday coming up? Did it come up?
No, not at all. My birthday's in March.
Me too. What day?
30th.
Oh, you're an Aries too.
Yes, I am.
So were Toni and I.
That's really interesting because I usually don't like Aries men, and I really like you, Stephen.
Well, you've only met me through Zoom, so.
No, but I really no. I met you over the phone, if you recall, and I knew exactly.
That's true. That's very true.
Exactly what you look like, didn't I? I told you.
Yeah, you called it to a T, which was very interesting.
No, I like you because you must have something that's really balancing you out on the other side. Because Aries men can be so difficult, and you're not.
I don't think I've ever
I think
met
it's because
an
I'm a middle child of 2 sisters. I have no chance to be difficult. My entire life was me just doing this. Okay. Steve, I got to take a shower. I'm going out. Okay. Sure thing. Whatever.
That's funny. 2 sisters just slapping you around, right?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
just
verbally, yeah, they try.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Barbara, you're doing a scene with Antonia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to go first? What I kind of wanted to do tonight. What happened? Stephen, did you have a black stick that just went across your screen?
Oh yeah, my baseball bat is just right next to my desk, so I just kind of. Oh. It's just in my hand. Sorry about that.
No, that it was just a strange.
I'm sorry about that.
So, I also had a real good chat with Victoria Burrows, and she was saying to me, it was real interesting. She was saying, "Okay, Kenneth, at 7:50ish. All right, sweetheart." She was saying the most important thing when people come into her house, into her office, is that they need to know how to take direction. So I just want to let you know. And I said, well, what can I tell my students? She said, tell them that if I readjust them, it means I like them. I don't have the time to readjust someone I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That makes sense.
Always remember that, don't walk away. It used to be that casting directors would, if they liked you, they'd sit with you and coach you a little bit. They don't even have time to do that now. Because in order to survive, one casting director may be doing 2 or 3 shows, whereas, 10 years ago, they were working for a corporation that was paying them whether they did 1 or 4. Do you know what I'm saying? So she said, to tell you that. Also, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a very famous coach, and she goes out with Clint Eastwood and coaches the actors on his movies. She's an old friend. I think you met her, Barbara, at one of my parties, Sherry Franklin, a larger woman. And she works with Chuck Norris. She works with Clint Eastwood. She works with a lot. I don't need to go into it. But she said a lot of time that these directors don't know how to direct actors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where she comes in on a set. The director will say, I don't want to have anything to do with the actors. I'll tell you what I want, you direct them. So I might bring her in too at some point to talk to you guys because she said it's so important because a lot of the big directors don't want to direct. They want to just visually see what they're thinking and not have to do blah, blah, blah. So that's the other thing that I'm going to start preparing you for, okay? So tonight, would it help you if you just improvised your scene first, and then did it? What do you think? In your own words. What do you think? I think it might be an interesting thing to try. So let's do Antonia and Barbara. And where's Antonia? Here she is. And everybody turn off your cameras. You might just do one thing, and that is just tell me the where and the relationship.
Okay, so we are acting classmates, and we just got out of class pre-COVID, so we're meeting in person, and we went to get our coffee, and yeah, I'm having a juice, Barbara's having a coffee, and we're just decompressing after an intense method acting class.
Okay, good. Let's improvise it.
Barbara, how are you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Why do you feel like shit?
I was horrible. I was so horrible in class. I have a headache now. I can't believe how shitty I was.
Come on, you know that's not true. You're just being too hard on yourself. You'll feel better about it tomorrow.
Right. That's easy for you to say. You were fantastic. All these things happen to you in your life. You have such a rich inner life to draw from. I got nothing. I'm just a shallow nothing. I have nothing. I got nothing to draw from.
Well, I'll tell you a little secret. I might have made them up. Maybe. A little bit.
What?
It's called embellishment. I bedazzled the stories.
You mean all that stuff wasn't real?
I mean, one time my toaster caught on fire and the smoke alarm went off, but
no, I'm not talking about your toaster. I'm talking about
no, the house didn't burn down. But that's the whole point of acting class, is to practice your acting. So you can't believe
no.
Clearly I did a good job.
Ellie, you're supposed to draw from your own life experience, and then you're supposed to use that. You're supposed to use that to make it real, to show real emotion. You're telling me you just made it all up.
it takes far more talent to use your imagination to make.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe you have to choose things that are real for you. Come on, can you cry? Can you cry right now?
Like little cry babies, like wow, 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 like whoa me, like my drunk mother, like la la la. No one wants to hear that part.
Okay, just try this for a second. I want you to try just to cry. Let's see how long it takes you just to cry, okay?
Okay.
Let's count to 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
I'm getting into here.
That's not real. That is not real.
Do you see it's very dignified? It's about to come out. You see I'm holding back. I'm really going to hold back here. Let's just.
No, this is real. Can you see this? This is real.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
You are so funny.
Oh, that was great, you guys.
That shop over there, that was the end of the scene. We just went shopping.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that was funny. That was great. Do you see how kind of this way helps you develop character?
Yeah.
Without the words, and I loved it. I just loved it. I just thought that was super funny. All right. So I'm not going to respond to it because I loved it. So do you guys now want to do it? I'm recording, and then I'll give you, if there's any feedback, I'll give it to you. Okay?
Okay.
And go for it. Really go for the throat, guys.
Okay. Hello? Earth to Ellie.
I'm fine.
The liar. What's the matter?
Everyone had these big personal events. Mine was lame. I'm just an idiot.
That's ridiculous. You were very, very good today, Ellie.
That's real easy for you to say. Yours was huge. You burnt down your house with your brother. I mean, no wonder you're such a good actress. You got all this shit in your life that you can just draw from. And it's deep. I'm just like this shallow bird bath.
I made it up. I made it up. My personal event.
You made up your personal event.
Come on, Ellie. I like to practice my acting in acting class. Sometimes I make things up so I can practice.
What's the point? It defeats the purpose. The whole point is to use something that really happened in your life and then you put it into your acting.
That's bullshit. The whole method thing's a wank. Sense memory is so self-indulgent.
No, it's not. You draw from your life experience and you put it into your work. It makes it real, makes it honest, and that's how you make a scene work.
Oh, bullshit, Ellie. Sorry, but how many times are you going to cry about your mom? It's boring. It's far more real and truthful and honest to use your imagination. And it's limitless.
let's try something.
Okay.
Let's put your theory to the test. Let's see who can cry first.
Okay.
On the count of 3.
1,
2, 3.
I'm starting to get one here.
No, you're not. You're not crying.
Yeah, I am. It's real.
That is, no, it's not real.
It's gonna spill out in 1 second.
You are not crying.
Well, that was dignified because I didn't have to use any loud wailing. And it really looks like I'm holding back. I'm going to.
Look, I'm drawing from my own pain, see? Look at this. You think that's faking it?
I think it gets a little embarrassing. I think there's something kind of dignified about holding back and letting one just kind of spill out so gently. It's something real, Ellie. Ooh, that shop. I've been wanting to go there. Yeah, I've been wanting to go there for so long.
End scene. Okay, really good. So note for Antonio, when you say to her very, very good, I want you to really try and make her feel better.
Okay.
But we know she was shitty. Okay. Let us know that she was bad. That's number 1. Number 2, I think that the way this scene could be really funny is that no matter how hard Barbara tries, whatever you do, Antonia still looks better. Do you know what I mean? Barbara's got her eyes squeezed up and it looks like she's, yeah. And you look better. Yeah. But both of you stop looking down. You had your sides down. I gotta stop you all from doing it. You know, and I am recording. But if your sides are even like this, I don't care. But when they're like this, you guys were looking down, looking down, looking down. It takes away from the reality of the scene. Okay? Keep them there. You can just, hold them. You can even hold them here and just glance at them from here. I can still see, right? Barbara, I want you to really prove your point about using it from your own life. I mean, that is your mythology. Obviously, you're in method acting. I mean, really use it. That's the deal. Take a beat, a really long beat, Barbara, as you really think about what this contest is going to be. Okay. Let's see who can cry. I mean, a really long beat. It's going to feel almost uncomfortable. But I think you feel, now that you know she's faked it, that you're going to pull it over on her. Okay? And then I think, Barbara, at that point, you're doing anything you can, biting your lip, grimacing your face, maybe pulling your hair. I mean, anything to get some tears out of you. And Antonia, you're just sitting there looking beautiful, just like, look, there's a little itty bitty tear right here, And I want you guys at the very end, don't miss that deep where you're both just really staring each other down. And then when Antonia together goes, look, both of you either look to your right or your left. You decide that, together, which way you're going to look when I put you in the breakout room. And it's a total whole new thing. Barbara's like, oh, wow, that's, not quite so big, but yeah. And Antonia, you're just like, oh, Yeah, well, I don't want you to do that with your hair because I don't want you to do that with your hair because then Jennifer's going to beat me up. Okay. So, but really good work. Everybody come back. This is when you can help your fellow mates here. What did you feel? I love the improv on this. The improv to me set up these characters beautifully, didn't it? Anybody have anything to say? You can turn on your mics.
I thought the improv was really good too. I think you're right. I mean, you guys basically covered the whole scene.
Yeah, and it was great. I mean, what it did is it helped you really develop these two very different characters. I mean, because with the method, one person is trying so desperately hard to pull up anything from her life, and the other one's just making it up. For an actress, I was really cracking up. I mean, it's a great scene. I knew you guys could both. When Antonia first came to me, she was so shy, I couldn't barely get her to speak. And now look at her. She's doing improv and comedy and scenes. I'm so proud of you, Antonia. Really, if you could see how much she has changed, it's just like,
I was like,
wow.
hi, I'm Antonia. Like, I was so shy.
Oh, it's like night and day. And in last week in improv, she was awesome. It was just awesome. So, all right. So that's what you guys are going to do in the break room. All right. All right. Who's next? Who wants to go up next?
We'll go. We'll go.
Who you doing it with, Miss
Danny.
Jennifer? Danny. Oh, Danny. Yep. Hold on. And neither Jennifer nor Noelle had to say, Toni, you're not recording.
I know.
And I put all the shows up. Jennifer, I put them all up for you today. So everything's up there. So you guys need to go to that YouTube channel and start watching.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I saw it earlier.
What, Noelle?
I saw it earlier, the commercial classes.
And also the improv class. Did you see that?
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean the improv class.
Yeah, the improv and the scene class. Okay, good. Kenny, turn off your camera, baby.
So we're improving first, correct?
Yeah, Kenneth, turn off your camera. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to set where you are?
We're at a video store that I work in.
Okay.
And it's nighttime.
You're really gonna lock us in here like that?
Well, I want to talk to you, and I don't want anybody to bother us. I want to be alone.
So you saw it then?
Yeah, yes, I did. It was, I don't know, dramatic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just I guess I just never told you.
Well, you didn't. I was just wondering how you were going to tell me. Thought maybe you'd send me an invitation or something, maybe.
Well, I mean, it's not like you know, it's not like you didn't know that I was seeing other people. I mean,
well,
maybe I just didn't tell you that I was seeing someone like that, but
yeah, you could have broken it to me a little more gently. I did tell you I had a girlfriend, but hell, you were ready to walk down the aisle. So
I mean, I know, I'm sorry. It's just, we started talking and it's like I completely forgot I even had a boyfriend anymore.
well, I guess that's a little flattering, I guess.
And I mean, it wasn't like, it all just happened so suddenly. I'm not really ready to walk down the aisle with him. It just kind of suddenly happened. I mean, he he proposed to me, and then I said, I don't know. He insisted I wore the ring anyway. And then my mother got a hold of the story and she published it to the papers, and now everybody knows. And I knew you would be a wreck, so I knew I had to get down here as soon as I could.
Oh, gee, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But I'm here now, and yeah. I figured you'd be a wreck, though.
Well, wreck is not quite a wreck, I'd say. Maybe a little disturbed by it, maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love the matrificade you got going on, right? It's really great. Really working for you.
So you came here to what? Comfort me?
I mean, I wouldn't flatter yourself like that. I just, well, we're not really getting married. I took the ring off. Yeah, I don't think I want to get married, you know? Yeah, I'm about to graduate. I'm about to graduate from my education. I'm about to move on in the world. I'm about to get a career, a job, you know? And he's already getting a position in his own firm. I mean, he's going to be pulling in so much money. I wouldn't be anything but a housewife. And I don't think I could go through life like I have been before. I'm putting in all this effort into myself and everything to just sit around and be somebody's wife, you know?
Yeah. I have an idea. Why don't you go out with me again?
On a date?
Yeah. A date. Yes. Go out with me on a date.
What about saying? I mean,
Saying? His name's a past tense.
I mean, yeah, don't be mean about it. He's nice.
His name's not Singh. I'm sorry. Couldn't resist.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't want to get married. I don't want to get serious, right?
Yeah. Well, that's perfect. I promise I won't propose to you.
Okay. What would we do?
Well, how about dinner and a movie?
Dinner and a movie with you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've been on that one before.
Yeah, it was.
How about this? How about we go to the boardwalk and then we go someplace secret and we get naked?
Oh, I like that. That was rather predictable, isn't it?
Don't be such a jerk. I mean, here I am, like, throwing myself out for you. Do you know how far I've come just to see you? How long that train ride was to get to Ohio?
I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe dinner and a movie would be nice.
Yeah, okay. Or a walk on the boardwalk and the nakedness would be fine too.
You don't get off the hook that easy. Not yet, anyway. I have to go back home, okay? I mean, I have to tell my mom, I guess. And my school doesn't even know I left. And I just had to come see you.
I'm glad you did.
I think I'm glad I did too.
Okay. All right. So we have a date when you get back.
Date.
Okay. Well, hurry back.
I won't come too fast, trust me.
Great.
Yes.
Good. Kenneth, Danny, you need to be just a little bit higher because you look so low
I noticed that, but
in the chair. Yeah.
yeah.
Just very delightful. I really liked the improv a lot. I'm interested to see the scene. I have no comments because you both really said yes and really went right with it. And it was beautiful work.
We'll just let you see the scene then and then tell us what you think more.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get my camera position better.
Let me get the script up. There we go.
Okay, but you'll lower it, right?
Yeah, yeah, I lowered it quickly. I'll make sure I lower it, show it a better spot this time.
Now, I'd like to suggest that when you go into the room to work things out, I want you both to have an activity.
Okay. We
Barbara,
kind of discussed it a little bit, but we couldn't figure out anything. So maybe if you watch the scene.
okay, and Barbara and Antonia at activity besides drinking. Here we go.
So you're just gonna lock the store like that?
I want to talk to you, and I don't want to be disturbed.
So you saw it.
Very dramatic, I thought.
Well, it's really not what you think.
What? It's worse? You're pregnant with an Asian design major's child?
I'm not pregnant.
Were you going to tell me or just send an invitation?
I was going to tell you, but then, you know, we were getting along so well, I didn't want to mess it up.
You could have broken it to me gently. You know, at least started by telling me you had a boyfriend. I told you I had a girlfriend.
I know. Okay, I'm sorry. But then we started dating, and it's like I forgot I even had a boyfriend. And then he proposed last month.
And you said yes.
Well, I mean, kind of, sort of.
Is that what they teach you in that school years? Kind of, sort of? Everyone knows about this except me. You know how humiliating that is?
Well, I would have told you, but then you would have stopped calling me like a baby.
How do you know that?
Because I know you, and you prefer rational measures to drastic.
So you're really getting married?
No?
No, you're not really getting married.
Well, okay, the story goes like this. Okay, he proposed, and I told him I had to think about it. And he insisted I wear the ring anyway, and then my mother told the papers that we were engaged.
So like her.
But then my mother called me this morning and told me the announcement was in the paper. So that's when I hopped on the train to come here because I knew you were going to be a wreck.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence.
But was I right?
Wreck is a harsh term. Disturbed is more like it. Mildly disturbed even.
Okay. You know, I love the matrificate. It's such a turn on. Oh, what smells like shoe polish?
And you came here to what? Comfort me?
Well, the last thing that I needed was for you to think that I was hiding something for you.
But you were.
No, I wasn't. I mean, I'm not really. I told you I'd been seeing other people. You knew that.
Yeah, but not seriously. Christ, you were ready to walk down the aisle. I'd say that constitutes something more than just seeing somebody.
I'm giving him his ring back.
What?
I don't want to marry him. I mean, I don't want to get married now. I'm on the verge of graduation. I want to go to grad school first, and then I want to start a career. I don't want to be a wife first. Then I have to worry about how I'm going to fit all that other stuff in with my life. I've come way too far and studied way too hard to let my education go to waste as a housewife. And I know that's what I would become because Sang's already signed to a major firm and he's going to be pulling in a huge salary, which would give me absolutely no reason to work. I mean, God, he's so traditional anyway.
Sang? His name is a past tense.
Stop it. I mean, he's a nice guy.
If he's so nice, why aren't you going to marry him?
Well, I just told you.
There's more, isn't there?
My Mr. Hicks, whatever do you mean?
Tell me I don't have something to do with this.
You don't have anything to do with this.
You lie.
Well, look how full of yourself you are.
I believe in giving credit where credit is due, and I believe I'm the impetus behind your failure to wed.
I'm so nuts about you. Then why am I having sex with an Asian design major?
Jesus, you're caustic.
Well, I had to bring you down from that cloud you were floating on. When I say I don't want to get married, I mean just that. I don't want to marry anybody, not for years.
So Who's asking? I don't want to get married. I don't want to marry you.
Good. Stay in that frame of mind.
But can we date?
Well, I'm sure saying in what's her face, Veronica, would really like that.
We could introduce them. They might hit it off.
You're serious. You want to date again?
I would like to be your boyfriend. Yes.
Well, I'm sure it's just the shock of seeing me again after 3 years. I mean, believe me, you'll get over it.
Give me a little more credit. I think it's time to get back together, you know? I'm more mature, you're more mature. You're finishing college. I'm already on the job market.
Oh, you're working the market all right.
Cute. Tell me you wouldn't want to go out with me again. After all the talking we've been doing?
But the key word is talk, Dante. I mean, I think the idea, the concept of us dating is more idyllic than what actually happens when we do date.
So, what? Should we just pretend over the phone that we're dating?
I don't know. Maybe we should just see what happens.
Let me take you out tonight.
You mean on a date?
Yes, a real date. Dinner and a movie.
Oh, the Dante Hicks dinner and a movie date. I think I've been on that one before.
Do you have a better suggestion?
How about the Caitlin Bree walk on the boardwalk and then get somewhere kind of private date?
I hear that's a popular date.
Jerk. I mean, here I am throwing myself out for you and succumbing to your willy charms, and you call me a slut in so many words.
What about sing?
Saying,
Sang.
well, he's not invited.
He's your fiance.
I mean, I offer you my body and you offer me sentiments. He's just a boyfriend, Dante. And in case you haven't gotten the drift of why I've come all the way here to Ohio, I've become single again. And yes, to placate your ego, you are the inspiration for this bold and monumentous decision, for which I'll probably be ostracized at both school and home. So you asked me who I'd choose, and I chose you.
So, what are you saying?
You're such an asshole.
I'm only kidding.
Well, I can already tell that this isn't going to work.
I'll ask Randall to close it for me when he gets back.
I mean, where did he go? I thought he would be at your side like an obedient little lapdog again.
He went to rent a movie, but he hasn't gotten back yet. Screw it. I'll just lock up and leave him a note.
You're too responsible. But no, I have to go home first. They don't even know I left school, and I kind of have to break the disengagement news to my mother, which is going to cause quite a row, considering she loves slang.
Who doesn't?
Well, me, I guess. So I shall take my leave of you, but I will return in a little while, at which time, yes, I would love to go for dinner and a movie with you.
What happened to the walk and the nakedness?
Easy, but not that easy. See you later, handsome.
Yes.
Okay. This is a ping pong game. And you have to treat it as a ping pong game. In other words, when you're turned on to her, you're turned off to him. Mm-hmm. And when he's turned on to you, you're turned off to him. You know what I'm saying? In other words, when she's turned on to you, Danny, you don't want, have you ever played that game with your dog where you stare at the dog and then the dog looks away and then tries to catch you looking at him and looks back at you and you look away?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on here.
Okay.
That's what's going on. I think, Danny, you're playing it very much all one level. You have to be a lot more upset. I mean, I think that she says it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
And you've still been calling her and keeping in contact. So I think that maybe you have to choose where you're upset, where you start to woo her, then you get, macho on her, like she says your machoism or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then then you go for her, then Jennifer, you pull away from him. And then when you're doing a tug and pull here.
Okay.
You have to choose. You have to choose where you are. You're playing her, Jennifer, more high school than college.
Okay. I kind of know what
And
you
your
mean by
voice
that.
is getting very high in it.
Okay.
And I think she's a lot more sophisticated. I think your hair should be up in a twist. What woman walks away from a man who's going to be making all that money? It's a woman who has no sexual feelings for him.
Mm-hmm.
She knows it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her mom's happy, her friends are happy, but in reality, there's no sexual tension between it. So what you two need to do is build sexual tension between the two of you. I mean, it's almost as if you're purring, Jennifer, with him. And you're playing the cat while he's playing the dog. I know that sounds odd, but it's every time
No, it makes sense, actually.
Every time you start going towards him, Dan, you got to pull away. And every time you start to go towards her, Jennifer, you pull away. Until you even trap him at the end, Jennifer, when you say, well, we could go out to the beach, and then you completely are rude to her, where you make her feel like she's a slut. Do you see what I'm saying? There are things that you two say back and forth that hurt each other, but yet there's still this sexual tension, between the two of them. How do you, I think at some point, for example, Danny, you might bully her with he's so much, you're so much in love with him, but you're not marrying him, or what a name, he has, you almost, you're bullying her there.
Yeah.
I think that this man offends you, Jennifer. I think sometimes he really offends you, and that confuses you. Like, why is it that you're leaving this man? What is it about this guy? He obviously works in a video store.
Mm-hmm.
He's got little to no future ahead of him at this point. You're walking away from a great deal of money. And like you say, you don't want to be a wife.
Mm-hmm.
But why are you suggesting that you give yourself to him? It's almost like you're teasing him. And then you get all excited, Danny. Okay, what about this, the nudity on the beach and everything? I've got to go home. Do you see? It's like, oh, one person pulls and then the other person pulls and then that person pulls and then that person hurts that person and that person hurts that person. And then even you kind of win at the end, Jennifer, by saying, but I have to go home. I'll be back. And then you have that, you should throw away that line, but not too soon. Isn't there a throwaway line there when you say, I'll be back, but not right away?
The last line that I say, or what you're talking about as well, me, I guess. So I shall take my leave of you, but I will return in a little while, at which time, yes, I would love to go for dinner and a movie with you. Is that what you're talking about?
All this was about a friggin' dinner and a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to decide what's made your mind up to fall for this guy. And it's got to be pheromones. It's got to be that you're so sexually attracted to him. I think you surprise yourself when you say, well, let's go to the beach and, walk along. Do you actually say nudity?
I do. I messed up in a couple places when we read through it, but yeah, it's then get naked somewhere kind of private date.
Yeah, I didn't hear it this time. I did not.
That's because I I didn't say it. Yeah.
But I think at that point, you're really playing him. Not to be mean, but to see where he stands. Because every time you bluntly ask him, Danny, you pull away with something else.
Okay.
And then you deflect it by embarrassing her, or making her feel bad, and
Right.
you say it, Jennifer. You say, well, what are you doing? I've come all the way from here to see you, and this is how you're treating me. So I think you guys need to work on looking at that scene and finding the specific places. So maybe, Jennifer, I'd like you to have some movement in here. So maybe your hair's up in a bun or something like that.
Okay.
And then as you get more, sensuous towards him, why don't we go someplace? Maybe you just pull out that bobby pin or whatever it is. Yeah, let's just, you're letting your hair down. Let's walk along the beach and get naked. Now, you are not going to walk along the beach and get naked with him. But that's, again, it's the ping pong ball going back and forth.
Got you. Yeah. Okay.
How do you think, and it's hard online, that you can bring sensuality and sexuality to a scene? It's hard. I'm asking you to do something very hard. So one of the ways might be just a long stare at each other for a moment, where what you really want to do with each other, maybe that pops out of your mouth, and maybe you're a little embarrassed that you said that whole thing about walking along the sea and getting naked. Or maybe you're not, I don't know, but I have to see a reaction from Danny, where maybe, Danny, you take off your glasses and you clean them, you're wiping some sweat from your head. I mean, God, and then you can show it you can speed this up when you say, well, okay, I'll get blah, blah to lock up. Oh, I know you can't lock. You're not going to do that. No, I can. I'll just leave it open. I mean, you're now a dog in heat, Danny, and you've got him, Jennifer. You've got him. Now you're going to make him pay. I'll go, but I'll come back. Do you see? And the other thing is, you're doing this all at the same pace. And I think there's some moments where really, you're just back and forth, ping, boom, 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 boom. Then there's that moment where you just stare.
Okay.
Can you try that when you go into the room? Everybody come back. Come on back, you guys. Any other comments? It's a good scene, but it's not an easy scene.
Yeah.
There are so many different colors and places, to perk. I did like, Jennifer, I felt like you were more sophisticated than I've seen you in the past. And I liked your character.
Yeah, I want you to up her a little bit, please. A little bit more sophisticated.
Okay. Make her older. Okay.
Well,
in a way.
Game in a way. I mean, after 3 years, you're coming back to him in his little video store. What is it that you want, Jennifer? Do you want just a quick roll in the hay? Do you want one last romantic time with the man to really know whether you want to get married or not? When you say, oh, he gave me the ring, it shouldn't be immature. It should be, he gave me a ring. I'm just wearing it. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want it to be childish. What's in the background, Antonia, of your camera? Is there some more dogs behind you? Is there more dogs?
She's moving. Yeah, she's moving.
She's new?
No, she's moving around like she was barking.
Oh.
Because I wasn't holding her.
Oh God. I thought it was another dog.
No.
Anybody else have any input? Not an easy scene. You gotta check out these things together. Move it along. It's gotta. This is comedy. Boom, 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 boom. It's gotta go I would do a speed read in that room and then slow down in different areas.
All right.
Okay.
Because you came back, I came back. You came back really. Oh, what? You had some pity for me? Yes, I did. There was a reason. Oh, right. I was worried how you feel. Oh, you're worried out how I feel. Oh, well, that's interesting after all this time. Do you see what I mean? It's kind of these two people are hurting each other, but not really hurting each other. It's just, it's got to be faster. These are repartee. And probably the guy that you're with is boring the crap out of you.
Yeah. Sounds like it, yeah.
All right, you guys. All right, so Noelle, you're up. And so you're doing it with Stephen, right? Sir Stephen Odachowski. Hold on, let me put you guys up. Just a minute. Okay, so let's have you guys improvise this, please.
Okay. Do you want us to tell you the setting?
I would like it, yes, please.
Okay, we are in my car waiting to go into a dance.
Okay, what period of time is this?
The 50s.
Oh, great, I thought so. See, just the way you guys both had dressed was really cute. Good, Noelle. It felt like the 50s to me. Okay, here we go.
Ready, Noah?
Yeah, that's the same.
Can I make a suggestion to all of you? From now on, I don't want you to ask each other if you're ready. Because if I let you do that, you could do that in front of a casting director and they'll never forgive you. Just become the characters.
Okay. Do you mind if we just kind of park and just hang out before we go inside a little bit?
No, I don't at all, actually. I think it's a good idea.
What? What'd you say?
I think it's a good idea, to just stay here, chill before the dance.
Oh, okay. Whoa, Lorraine, wait, what are you doing?
I mean, we're going to a party. I just grabbed it.
Oh no, I don't think you should drink. That you shouldn't drink.
Okay, why not?
Well, you might regret it later in life or something like that. Probably
Stop being so
shouldn't.
boring. I mean, that's the age. We young. Like, if we don't do this now, when are you gonna do this?
Oh, Jesus, you smoke too?
Okay, stop acting like it's a big deal. It's okay. That's what you do when you're 18 years old, right?
No. I mean, you come on. You shouldn't be smoking. It's not good for you. It's not good for you.
Okay, okay, Morty, just tell me what it is, because you're so nervous. What it is?
No, I'm just. Lorraine, have you ever been in a situation where things are supposed to go a certain way and you're supposed to act a certain way, but you just don't actually know if you can go through with it or actually do it?
Yeah, you mean like when you're someone that you like and you don't know how to act around them?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
You do? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. And actually, I can help you with that.
Oh, you can't? How?
Just like this. Okay. Okay, that was weird. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Okay, I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay, Lorraine. It's okay. Um,
I mean, no offense, but it just didn't feel right, you know? It didn't feel like I was really, I don't know, I didn't feel like an attraction. It just felt like, you know, like I was just kissing my brother. It's weird. It's weird.
no,
I
no.
know.
It it makes a lot of sense, trust me. It really does, unfortunately.
Okay.
Uh yeah. So, excited to go to the dance?
Sure.
I mean, this is the it's the enchantment under the sea dance. This is like the big thing, right?
Can I have my bottle back?
The- yeah, sure.
Thank you. At least something good. Thank you. You sure you don't want some?
Yeah, I might need some. Yeah. No, no, no. I should no. Shouldn't have anything to drink. No. Wow. Take a good swig of that.
Party's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, yeah, you can say that. So, I like your dress.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You look
yeah.
good too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Surprised it fit. It's a little hot in here, right? Is that just it's just me or it's getting
Yeah, I'm okay.
little? Oh, you're okay. You mind if I roll down the window a little bit? It's a
I
little
know you go ahead.
just feeling a little bit. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Marty, you're so nervous. It's okay. It's it's okay. We kiss each other. Nothing happened. So what? It's okay.
Okay. No, it's yeah. It was just unexpected, I guess, to say the least.
Okay, well, sorry for trying.
No, no, it's all right, Lorraine.
Okay. Is this Back to the Future?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. I was
It's
just so
take
enjoying
it.
that.
And
Isn't
it,
she your mother?
yeah, yeah, yep.
Right.
She's my mother, and she's really into me, but I have to set her up with my father so that I'm born. Yeah.
Okay, so I need to see the scene, but I think you guys did a wonderful job improvising it. I was really looking forward to this. So I'm not going to say anything till I see it done.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Do you mind if we park for a while?
That's a great idea. I'd love to park.
Huh?
Well, Marty, I'm almost 18 years old. It's not like I've never parked before.
What?
Wait, you seem so nervous. Is something wrong?
No, no, no. Lorraine, what are you doing?
Oh, this? I swept it from the old lady's liquor store.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't drink.
Well, why not?
Because you might regret it later in life.
Mori, don't be such a square. I mean, everybody who's anybody drinks. No big deal.
Jesus, you smoke too?
Oh, Mori, what's wrong with you? You're beginning to sound just like my mother, and I don't like it. Why are you so nervous?
Well, Lorraine, jeez, it's hard for me to say, but have you ever been in a situation where, well, you know you're supposed to act a certain way, but when you get there, you just don't know if you can go through with it?
Well, you mean like how you're supposed to act with someone on a first date?
Well, sort of, yeah, but
Well, I think I know exactly what you mean.
you do?
And you know what I do in those situations?
What?
I don't worry about it. I'm sorry. You know what? This isn't right. It's like something is wrong with that. I'm sorry. It just feels weird. It just feels like I kissed my brother or my father. It's weird. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but it's weird. I guess that doesn't make any sense. Does it?
Believe me, it makes perfect sense. See?
Interesting. I love the improv. I thought the improv was so interesting. I think, Noelle, instead of kissing him quickly, Stephen, can you help her out by, like, she's pulling you in by your tie?
Oh,
The
sure.
the bottom part of it. And
Okay, yeah.
like she's pulling you in, and yeah. And Noelle just a long, lusty kiss, and then push him away because you say,
Okay.
"Oh," do you know what I mean? It's like you can take a whole moment pondering why this kiss didn't work. I mean, I think she's a femme fatale, in this particular scene. It's not like his mother at all, and she's hot for her son, and he's got to try and introduce you to his father. So he's afraid to get into it with you so that when you pull him in, I think it's funnier if we see a panicked look on his face, like coming closer and closer and closer. Yeah.
Okay.
And you, and then,
Okay.
and then Noelle like pulling back, like,
Okay.
what's wrong? Why didn't that work? He was so hot just a minute ago, and now it's like, oh, I think that could be so funny, because this is a scene you can take all your time with, Noelle, of discovery of what? You don't drink, you don't smoke. God, he's no fun, but he's cute. He's cute. I can't wait to kiss him. And Stephen, I liked how you were getting just, more bamboozled, because the funny thing about this is that you do feel something for your mother. I mean, she's a hot chick. I hate to say it, but there's the old saying. There's the old saying that, a stiff blah 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 has no conscience. And right now you're like freaking out because there's some part of you, that's the male part going, babe, what a babe, but she's my mother, but she's a babe, but she's my mother, but she's a babe, but she's my mother. Do you know what I mean? I've got to see that conflict going on with you, because that's what's funny. You know, it's just like,
Okay.
oh God, get me out of this. This suit is hot. This coat is hot. Get me out of this car. Roll down the window. I mean, I think you should be gasping for breath out of that window. Just, do you mind if I roll down the window? You know, you're just dying in that car. You know, especially when she says, okay. I mean, your immediate response is, you know, you thinking she's going to go, of course not. We need to go right in. You're just, I don't know what you're feeling at that moment. You have to let me know what you're feeling at that moment. Why do you ask her, let's take a moment and sit outside in the car? Because you're giving her the wrong idea.
It's because I have set up a scenario with my father that I'm going to like act like I'm trying to take advantage of her, and then he's gonna come open the door, punch me in the gut, and then save the day and whisk her away. So with me saying like do you mind if we park? I'm half expecting her to just say no and me to have to play the heavy-handed role, and then she's just so down with everything that's
Huh?
Is your father getting beat up at this time or something? I'm trying to remember why he's not there at the moment.
What was that?
Well, why is your father not there at the moment?
So he's already at the dance and he's waiting for me to get there. We had set a certain time that he would come into the parking lot, see what's going on, open the door and pull me out. So it's me kind of stalling for time, trying to create this scenario.
So
that
maybe when you do stuff, maybe so. Do you mind if we sit in the car for a moment and just as you say it, you know, it's like you're putting your arm over around the car seat, and she goes, it'll be funny. She goes, okay, and then it's like, really? You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so do
And it's
something like this and then just pull
yeah,
it in.
really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, because now you kind of didn't expect her to go along with this scenario. Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
got your dad, only when you saw your dad were you going to do something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whatever it was going to be harmless. And then suddenly she's like really sexually drinking and offering you a bottle, and you're like, no, 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 no. Taking away, which I loved. And then and taking the cigarette, and you know, it's just everything's going wrong, you know, because and you're highly uncomfortable, and your dad probably was supposed to have been there 2 or 3 minutes ago. If I recall, something's happening to him in the dance. He's being bullied by the dude who bullies him in his life, his boss.
If.
And so now you're stuck with your mom in the car who's kind of coming on to you, you know, and Noelle, this can be really fun for you, you know, just the way you move your body and pulling the, you know, the tie in, and then the total shock of, oh my God, what is this? You know, and Stephen, you should be shocked too, but maybe for a different reason. She's shocked because there's nothing. You're shocked because maybe you do feel something or don't, or you're her son. You know, we don't know, but it's got to be like you're paralyzed. You're just like, okay, all right, I'm waiting for my father. I know he's not here. You know, really cute though. Come on in, guys. Any suggestions, guys? Hello. Hello. Well, Barbara, now I'm used to your hair. I really like it.
I'm not used to it. I don't like the cut or anything. Wow. Anyway.
I love the cut.
Thank you. It'll grow back.
Oh, is it the famous hairdresser? Interesting.
Well, I loved being with him. I loved being there. I traded wine for it, so I couldn't say anything. I mean, he probably gets $500 for doing this, but I gave him a good $500 worth of wine.
Well, you know, I'm used to it now. It's kind of cute.
Thank you. I almost cried when I walked.
There's nothing worse than getting something you don't want. But I think it's actually cute now that I'm used to it.
Thank you. Okay.
So,
I want to talk about the scene. I love this scene. I've done this scene and I thought you guys did a fabulous job. Again, it really is a difficult scene because especially for Stephen. I mean, Noel, your character really doesn't know what's going on, but Stephen, you know, and you've got to play all these things. I mean, you're turned on, but you can't be turned on, but you're, but you have to do this.
And I think after she kisses you, you might laugh. You know, when somebody laughs too long, too hard. Do you know what I mean?
Gallows laugh.
Where it's so uncomfortable, Stephen, like, you know, it'll help Noel really react, you know, and for you, it shows how totally out of control and uncomfortable this is. You know what I'm saying, Stephen? Thank you, Barbara. That just brought that up. Keep going, Barbara. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's basically what I had to say.
For you, Stephen, you have to keep building your uncomfortableness to such a height that you know, you have to build that uncomfortableness.
Okay.
Any other? I mean, I really loved what you guys did, but anything else? Jennifer, anybody else? All right. See what you're doing even with your tie right now, Stephen? That's a great bit to do.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? The guy's just, even maybe you open your collar up, you know, you pull the tie down, you open your collar up, that you're sweating.
I am.
But I mean, then use it.
Yeah.
Because this guy is sweating. He's like dying. This is like not going good for him. You know.
Okay.
All right. So everybody come back. Kenny, I know we're waiting for Marco. He drives me nuts. He did say he'd be here at 9, right? Kenneth?
What he said. Yeah.
See, Barbara, now my phone is stuck too. Anybody else having problems with their phone being stuck? Just
run to the restroom.
So here's the deal. Here's a little homework from when you go in there. And Danny, Kenneth, what scene are you doing with him?
I don't know where that is from. It's Jonathan and Jack. They're in the restaurant scene. I don't know where that is from. It's called The Midnight Run, maybe.
Oh, it's Midnight Run. It's De Niro and oh my God, the funny guy. Oh, I just left his name. De Niro has arrested.
Charles Grodin.
Who is De Niro? Is he the?
He's arrested a bookkeeper for the mafia.
Oh, okay.
It's called Midnight Run. It's hysterical. I forgot that Charles Grodin, who just died. And it's so funny. It's really, really a funny scene. Oh gosh. Well, Kenneth, maybe
You want someone to read it with him? A guy or a girl?
Well, he's gonna need a guy to read it with him. Kenneth,
Or maybe a guy.
Can you send it to Danny? It's a good role for Danny.
Okay, I'll send it to Danny.
because it's really a good role for him.
Which
And,
part am I going to play? Charles Roden's part?
Kenneth, which part does Danny play?
Marco, yeah, Jonathan, the bookkeeper.
Okay, cool.
So do you see how you let your hair down, Noelle? Maybe she does that at some point.
Oh, during the scene? Why not?
Yeah, because his innocence is very appealing to you.
Get it, Danny? I just sent out.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
let's give it a 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Right, there it is. Okay. I'm going to minimize here and
Just take a moment, read through it.
I just got a new computer and it keeps trying to get me to buy a year's subscription to Microsoft. So I have to go around another way. I have to go into downloads to get it. I guess I'm gonna have to fork out the money eventually.
What's wrong?
I just got a new computer and it's making me
You
Crazy.
too. Isn't it fun?
yeah, it wants me to subscribe to Open Office or whichever one that is to print this up. So I have to go through downloads to get to it. Now it's printing it up, but it's it took me a while to figure that out. Fortunately, I already knew that. So yeah, here it is.
I can hear the printer. Give me a second.
Oh. All right, now I gotta get back to
Okay.
okay. I'm Jonathan, you said?
Yes.
Okay, all right. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Arithmetic.
Arithmetic. Maybe I can help you. I am an accountant.
Well, you know, I was thinking that after I turn your ass in and collect my money, I'm going to open up a nice little coffee shop.
How much exactly are you getting for me, if I can ask?
Well, I don't think that's any of your concern, but I'll tell you, just to tell you, 100,000.
100,000? Will you take 100,000 to let me go?
Not by a long shot.
200,000.
I never took a paid off in my life, and I'm not going to start with someone like you.
Why not?
Because you're a fucking criminal, and you deserve to go where you're going. And I'm going to take you there. And if I hear any more shit from you, I'm gonna fucking bust your head and I'm gonna put your back in the fucking hole. And I'm gonna put your head in the fucking toilet bowl and I'm gonna make it stay there.
I have to tell you, a restaurant is a very tricky investment. More than half of them go under within 6 months. If I were your accountant, I'd have to strongly advise you against it.
You would, huh? Well, you're not my fucking accountant.
If I were your accountant, I'd have to.
I told you, I took you out here.
I'm just saying that it's a very tricky business, and if I were your accountant, I would really have to strongly advise you against it as an accountant.
You're not my accountant.
I realize I'm not your accountant. I'm saying if I were your accountant.
Right.
Are you familiar with the?
Keep going.
Are you familiar with the phrase arterial sclerosis, cholesterol? If you want, I'll outline a complete balanced diet for you.
Mail it to me from C Block.
Why would you eat that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because it tastes good.
But it's not good for you.
I'm aware of that.
Well, why would you do something that you know is not good for you?
Because I don't think about it.
Well, that's living in denial.
Living in denial?
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
So you're aware of all your behavior, yet you continue to do things that aren't good for you. Isn't that sort of foolish, don't you think so, Jack?
No. Stealing $15 million from Jimmy Serrano seems foolish.
I didn't think I'd get caught.
Now, that's living in denial.
I'm aware of that.
Oh, so you're aware of your behavior, and yet you continue to do things that aren't good for you. Sounds kind of foolish to me, don't you think, John?
It was foolish, but taking 15 million of mob money and giving it to charity was good for a lot of people.
Oh, so you piss off the mafioso killer just to be loved by a bunch of fucking strangers. Makes a lot of sense to me.
Don't you want to be loved?
Lots of people love me.
Really? Who?
I've got an ex-wife and I've got a daughter in Chicago.
How do they put up with all your sarcasm?
Beautifully. I haven't seen either of them in 9 years.
Maybe we should go see them.
No, I don't think maybe we should go see them. Thanks for the interest, though.
The mob must have been tough on them.
No, I didn't do this then.
What did you do?
I was a cop.
You were a cop in Chicago? Then you must know all about Jimmy Serrano.
Do you have the right to ask me certain questions?
Yeah, I think I do.
No, you don't.
I think I do.
No, you don't.
Why not?
Dinner's over. Let's go.
I see this is going to be some...
I can see this going to be a fucking trip, boy.
I wouldn't worry about it, Jack. I'm not going to be with you that much longer.
What do you mean?
From what I know about Serrano, if I go to jail, I'll be dead within 24 hours. So sooner or later, I'm going to have to give you the slip.
Okay.
How'd you find it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going, Danny.
Okay. Glad you find that humorous. $2. That's all you're going to leave?
That's 15%.
That's not 15%. These people depend on tips for a living.
See?
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to improvise it. Okay. Danny, what you did is you stole all this money from the mob. You were their bookkeeper, and you gave it to charity.
Yeah.
Kenneth, have you been sent by the mob or by the police department?
By the mob.
Okay.
That's based on what I read. I might be wrong.
Okay, so this is about two guys that actually end up really, really liking each other. And every way that you try to get him by plane, he won't get on a plane because he's terrified of flying. He's terrified of driving. You try to, if I'm not mistaken, get him on a train. I mean, it's just a nightmare for you.
Okay.
You know, you're trying to get him back, and you're trying to protect him, but it's just what happens is you end up really ending up liking him.
Okay.
And so, Danny, there's a lot of different beats in this comedy thing. Like you're talking this, and you go, wait a minute, you're giving him that $2 for a tip. Do you know what I mean? You're the kind of person who'll be talking one way, and then your mind takes you another way. That's what made this scene funny.
Okay.
De Niro's a straight dude. You're the funny guy. But it appears that you're the straight guy. But you're the nut. You gave your money away. Gangsters' money away to the poor. You think you're Robin Hood.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's just improvise it. Throw the script away. And let's play with it for a second.
So what are you doing there?
What am I doing? I'm eating.
Well, that food you're eating, that's going to harden your arteries. That doesn't look good at all. It's very unhealthy food you're eating there.
Well, thanks for noticing that. But it tastes really good. I'll take my chances.
Well, okay.
Don't look at the script, Danny.
Okay, I know.
Just
I'm
improvise.
sorry. Okay. So I stole $100,000. Would you be willing to take $100,000 to let me go?
No fucking way. I never took a payoff. I'm not gonna do that with a scumbag like you.
Well, I'm not a scumbag, and how about 200,000?
Not in any fucking way. Did you hear me? Stop talking about that.
I heard you.
Yep.
So, does anybody love you?
Plenty of people love me.
Yeah.
My family. I have a wife, well, ex-wife to be exact, and a daughter. They love me.
How long has it been since you talked to them?
A while ago, probably 9 years.
Was the mob too rough on them? The mob lifestyle?
I wasn't a mob. I wasn't a mob back then. I was a cop.
A cop? Oh.
Yeah. A cop in Chicago.
A cop in Chicago? Wow. That must have been rough on the relationship. Is that why you're no longer with them?
You know what? That's a lot of questions for someone like you to ask me. Okay, maybe you should worry about yourself more. Just, I don't know, once I turned you in, I think the consequence, you know the consequence after I turned you in, and you should probably worry about that and saying you're some of the last words to me, right?
Well, you're not going to turn me in because I'm going to have to give you the slip because I'll be dead within 24 hours of you turning me in.
That is exactly what I'm going to do. Yes. You deserve everything that's going to happen to you. You know what? Because you're a scumbag. You are a fucking thief. Okay? You stole $15 million from someone you're not supposed to mess up in the first place. And you made your choice.
But I gave that money to people who needed it. So
like your wife, ex-wife?
No, I gave it to needy people.
Like what?
I donated some to the church. I donated some to some homeless shelters. I did good things with that money, and now I'm gonna pay with
So
my
you
life
gave
for it.
all, so you stole $15 million from Serrano, and you gave it all out to people who don't even know.
But they're better people than Mr. Serrano.
How do you fucking know they're better people? They're just poor.
Well, they're
That
not
is-
mobsters.
They're good guys and mobsters.
Are they
Maybe,
nice
I don't know.
mobsters?
Like they're nicer ones. You know,
I
some
don't
people
think-
kill you before they torture. Some people torture you. Some people torture you before they kill you, right? And some people don't. I consider them very much better people.
I would think someone who would kill another person would kind of have to kind of pre-qualify as a bad person to start with, I would think.
Okay. Think about it. You donated money to the church. So I assume you are some sort of Christian or not, right?
Well,
otherwise, why would you donate money to the church? Let me tell you one thing. Your God killed way more people than the whole history of mobsters. Okay?
Oh.
Your God killed every firstborn, Egyptian firstborn. Okay? There gotta be a million people. I don't know.
So we're gonna get into religion now. Okay. Well,
no, I'm not interested in going to the religion. I'm just telling you, it's stupid. It's stupid to me that you stole money from Serrano and gave it to strangers. That was my point. End of discussion. Can I just eat? Or can you just eat? Might be your last meal.
You guys, that's so good. Danny, you fit the character. Alexa, turn off. Turn off, Alexa. That's so good. Danny, you really became the character, and Kenny, you're just blowing my mind. Look at you eating the food, and that's just what he's doing. He's trying to eat, and he's starving, and he's hungry, and Danny's sipping on a little thing of tea, and trying to explain himself. It was perfect. That's really what the scene is about. So everybody come back. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is I'm going to put you in rooms. And I'm going to ask all of you to find activity, action and activity that really supports your character. Like Kenneth just did. That was wonderful. The drinking and the chewing, and he just wants to eat his friggin' sandwich, and quiet. And this guy's going, well, da, 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 da. This is how the friendship begins, straight face. So I want you guys to find activity, as much activity as you can do within your scene. All right, so let me do my breakout rooms. And all right, in room 1, Barbara and Antonia. In room 2 will be Jennifer and Stephen Odachowski.
No.
No, it was me
Danny.
and Jennifer. Yeah.
Oh no. Hold on. Marcos is here. So he's coming in. So Jennifer, I'm going to have to, it was in room 2. Stephen, who's your partner?
Noel.
Exchange. Antonia and 1. All right, move to 3. And room 2. Why is room 2 not coming up? Room 2. All right, so Jennifer, you're doing it with who?
Danny. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what's going on. Room. Why am I delete? Delete. I'm gonna have to do this all over again. Delete. Yes. All right. Room 1. Add a room. 6. Okay. In room 4 is Jennifer and Danny. Room 5 is Noel and Stephen. And in room 6, I'm going to put Kenneth and Marco. All right, Kenneth, you're going to have to explain to Marco because we have to start going now. When you get your rooms, please join them.
Let's see, join.
Kenneth, did you get your room? You're in room 6. There you go. Oh. keeps flicking off our front porch? Flicking off our front- I forgot to tell you that we won't be here the Monday after next. So perhaps you can come either on Tuesday or Wednesday or another day. We're out of town until the night of the night. And then we're back. Okay, so Kenneth and Marco, I'm going to have you improvise this before you do it
Oh,
because Marco didn't have a chance, and then unless you don't want to improvise it, I'll have you do it at the end. All right, so Barbara and Antonia, you're first. Marco, turn off your camera.
Sorry.
It's okay, honey. Jennifer, Danny, everybody turn off their camera.
Parler cette vie d'artiste.
Turn off your camera, Stephen, Noel. Okay, here we go.
Hello. Earth to Ellie.
Fine.
Such a liar.
All right, I'm going to start you guys again. Great facial, Barbara. I want activity. Maybe
We're
you're
going to.
We have our activity.
We have activity.
Barbara, but it'd be funny if you had your cup just straight up there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're just staring, not in front of your face, but to the side of you. There we go. Let's start again.
Hello. Earth to Ellie.
I'm fine.
Such a liar. What's the matter?
Everyone had these big personal events and mine was lame. I'm an idiot.
I'm going to start you again, not because of any reason, but I can't see you, Antonia. You're backlit.
Well,
I can't see you at all, sweetheart. You're just a.
My lighting gets like not very good.
Well, get a little lamp that you can put next to your computer.
I have one. Okay. Is that any better?
I don't know. I can't see you. You're not there.
Okay. Is that any? No, now I'm really like weirdly lit. Okay.
Barbara, you look great.
Thank you.
But I can't.
And my hair's on fire.
It's actually, I'm really getting used to it. I kind of like it. I kind of like it now.
Am I like too shadowy? Am I okay?
It's not the best lighting I've ever seen on you, sweetheart, but.
Is it better without the light or?
No, this is better. This is better. Here we
Okay.
go. I can see you now.
I'll have to get like a ring light or something. Okay.
And action. Here we go.
Hello. Earth to Ellie.
What? I can't hear you, Barbara. Do it again.
I'm fine.
Such a liar. What's the matter?
Everyone had all these big personal events and mine was lame. I'm such an idiot.
That's ridiculous, Ellie. You were very, very good today.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. I mean, yours was huge. You burned down your house with your brother? I mean, no wonder you're such a good actress. I mean, you got all this shit in your life that you could just draw from. It's deep. I'm just like this shallow bird bath.
I made it up.
What?
I made it up. My personal event.
You made up your personal event.
Come on, Ellie. You know I like to practice my acting in acting class. So I made it my personal event to practice my acting.
I mean, what's the point? It defeats the purpose. I mean, the whole point is to use something that really happened in your life and then you put it into your acting.
That's bullshit. The whole method acting thing is a wank.
Don't look down, Barbara.
I was looking down so I could put the chocolate down.
Sense memory is so self-indulgent.
No, it's not. You draw from your life experience and you put it in your work. It makes it real. makes it honest, and that's how you make a scene work.
Oh, bullshit, Ellie. Sorry, but how many times are you going to cry about your drunk mother? It's boring. It's far more real and truthful and honest to use your imagination. And it's limitless.
Let's try something then.
Okay.
Let's put your theory to the test. Let's see who can cry first.
Okay.
On the count of 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
I'm starting to get one here.
You're not crying.
Yeah, it's real.
No.
It's about to spill out.
You are not really crying.
You see, now that's dignified. Because I didn't have to use any loud wailing, and it looks like I'm holding back. My nose is going too.
Yeah, I'm drawing from my own pain. See? Look at this. You think that's not real? You think that's faking it?
I think it gets a little embarrassing. I think there's something kind of dignified about holding back and letting one just gently fall down. It's something real, Ellie. Oh, that shop. I've been wanting to go there for so long.
Oh, that was really rich, you guys. I just wanted to see if Barbara could take that chocolate all the way down without totally choking. I know. And I've taught you, Barbara, how to eat a little piece, and you just stuck the whole friggin' thing in your mouth.
It's good chocolate.
Oh, I know, but geez. But please, Barbara, don't look down. Still hold your script up.
I wasn't even looking at my script, honestly.
Yes, you were.
No, I really wasn't. I was looking to where to put the chocolate so I wouldn't put it in my mouth again.
No, that wasn't the only place, Barbara. Watch it, and you'll see. Watch it and you'll see what I mean. But it was really good work, you guys. So funny.
Thank you.
Just so friggin' funny. I love her with the cup and that horrible look on your face, Barbara. That was hysterical starting. And Toni, actually, it really looked like you were crying. And that was
maybe it was the lighting.
Yeah, and with the look, it's so dignified, one tear, and nothing from Barbara. That was hysterical. Anybody want to say anything before we go on? I thought it was really well done. Hello.
It was funny. It was funny.
It was so funny. It was so cute, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was really good, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, I really loved it. It was so cute and funny. And Barbara, I don't blame you for sticking the whole thing in your mouth. I would have done the same.
I've been trying to avoid chocolate. She gives me some and I'm grabbing.
Well, that was what was so funny is you were trying to eat the chocolate. You were so upset. I mean, it was great. Thank you both. All right, who's next? Danny.
Thank you, Antonia.
Yeah, both of you really good.
Good job, guys.
Jennifer and Danny. Hold on. Hold on, Danny, just a minute, honey. Okay.
So you're just gonna lock the store like that?
I want to talk to you about something, and I don't want to be disturbed.
So you saw it.
Very dramatic, I thought.
It's not what you think.
What? It's worse. You're pregnant with an Asian design major's child.
Well, I'm not pregnant.
Were you going to tell me or just send an invitation?
Well, I was going to tell you, but then we were getting along so well, I didn't want to mess it up.
You could have at least broke it to me gently, you know, at least started by telling me you had a boyfriend. I told you I had a girlfriend.
I know, I'm sorry. But then we started talking, and it's like, I forgot I had a boyfriend. And then he proposed last month, and
And you said yes.
well, kind of, like, sort of.
Is that what they teach you in that school of yours? Kind of, sort of. Everyone knows about this except me. You know how humiliating that is?
Well, I would have told you, and then you would have stopped calling me like a baby.
How do you know that?
Because I know you, okay? And you prefer drastic measures to rational ones.
So you're really getting married?
No,
No, you're not really getting married.
well, the story goes like this. He proposed, okay, I told him I had to think about it. Then he insisted that I wear the ring anyway. And then my mother told the paper that we were engaged.
So like her.
And then my mother called me this morning and let me know that the announcement was in the paper. So that's when I hopped on the train to come back here because I knew you'd be a wreck.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
And was I right?
Wreck is a harsh term. Disturbed is more like it. Mildly disturbed, even.
You know, I love a matcha facade. It's such a turn on. Oh God, what smells like shoe polish around here?
And you came here to what? To comfort me?
Well, the last thing that I needed was for you to think that I was hiding something from you.
But you were.
I mean, no, I wasn't. Not really. I told you I was seeing other people.
Yeah, but not seriously. Christ. You were ready to walk down the aisle. I'd say that constitutes something a little more than just seeing somebody.
Well, I'm giving him his ring back.
What?
Well, I don't want to marry him. I mean, I don't want to get married now. I'm on the verge of graduation. I want to go to grad school after this, and then I'm going to start a career. I don't want to be a wife first, and then I have to worry about how I'm going to fit all the other stuff in. I mean, I've come way too far and studied way too hard to let my education go to waste as a housewife. And I know that's what I would become, and Sang's already signed with a major firm, and he's going to be pulling in a huge salary, which would give me no reason to work. I mean, God, he's so traditional anyway.
Sang? His name is a past tense?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
If he's so nice, why aren't you going to marry him?
Well, I just told you.
There's more to it, isn't there?
Why, Mr. Hicks, whatever do you mean?
Tell me I don't have something to do with it.
You don't have anything to do with it.
You lie.
And look how full of yourself you are.
I just believe in giving credit where credit is due, and I believe I'm the impetus behind your failure to wed.
Okay, if I'm so nuts about you, then I wonder why am I having sex with an Asian design major?
Jesus. Caustic.
So I had to bring it down from that cloud you were floating on up there. I mean, when I say I don't want to get married, I mean just that. I don't want to marry anybody. Not for years.
So who's asking? I don't want to marry you.
Good. Stay in that frame of mind.
But can we date?
Oh, I'm sure Sang and what's her name, Veronica, would like that a lot.
We could introduce them. I'm sure they'd hit it off.
You're serious. You actually want to date.
I would like to be your boyfriend. Yes.
It's just the shock of seeing me after 3 years. Believe me, you're gonna get over it.
Give me a bit more credit. I think if we got back, it's time we get back together, you know? I'm more mature, you're more mature. I'm finishing college, you're finishing college. I'm already in the job market.
Oh, you're in a market, all right.
Cute. Tell me you wouldn't want to go out again after all the talking we've been doing.
Yeah, the key word is talk, Dante. I think the idea, this concept of us dating is more idyllic than what actually happens when we date.
So what? So we should pretend over the phone that we're dating?
I don't know. Maybe we should just see what happens.
Let me take you out tonight.
You mean on a date?
Yes, a real date, dinner and a movie.
The Dante Hicks dinner and a movie date. I think I've been on that one before.
You have a better suggestion?
How about the Caitlin Bree walk on the boardwalk? And then maybe get naked somewhere private kind of date. What do you think about that?
I hear that's a rather popular date.
You're such a jerk. I mean, here I am throwing myself at you to come into your willy charms, and you call me a slut in so many words.
What about sing?
Saying,
Sang.
he's not invited.
But he's your fiance.
Oh, come on. I offer you my body and you offer me sentiments? He's just a boyfriend, Dante. And in case you haven't gotten the drift of why I've come all the way here from Ohio, I'm about to be single again. And yes, let me placate your ego. You are the inspiration for this bold and monumentous decision, which I will probably be ostracized for, both in school and at home. So you asked me who I choose, and I chose you.
So what are you saying?
You are such an asshole.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I can already tell this isn't going to work.
I'll ask Randall to close up for me when he gets back.
And where did he go? I thought he'd be at your side like an obedient lapdog.
He went to rent a movie, but he hasn't gotten back yet. Oh, screw it. I'll just lock up the store and write him a note.
Well, you're too responsible. But no, I have to go home first. I mean, they don't even know I left school, and I have to break this disengagement news to my mother, which I'm sure will cause quite a row considering she loves saying.
Who doesn't?
Well, me, I guess. So I shall take my leave of you, but I will return in a little while, at which time, yes, I would love to go for dinner and a movie with you.
What happened to the walk and the nakedness?
I'm easy, but I'm not that easy. I'll see you later, handsome.
Good. You guys did a much better job. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I cut off your last line?
No.
Oh. You guys did. It was much better. Different, nice, different.
So different.
How'd you feel, Jennifer, with it?
No, it was good. It was so funny because we didn't really have a whole lot of time to rehearse it, but when we were in the room, we were talking about like, oh, she's probably gonna give us a different direction that we would have never thought of. And sure enough, you gave us a different direction that we hadn't really thought of before, but I thought it definitely gave it a different tone, but I thought
it did. And it really was a nice direction for the both of you. Danny, the only thing for you is I felt like I wanted to see more physical activity. I've got to get you, Danny, into more physical activity.
I was putting some stuff away. I did.
But we didn't see anything.
I know. I guess I need to kind of read.
And then at one point you started reading. So just towards the end, you had, I guess, a long something to say, and you started reading it. You can't do it because when you get really good, like you both are, if you start reading, you've lost them. You know, because everybody was your the casting director or agent or manager who's on your side right away, thinking, "Wow, this is great." The better you get, the more you have to bluff. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yeah, it does.
You can't, if you get that good and you're really blah blah blah, and then we see you looking down, reading it down here like this. You've ruined the illusion of how good you are. But through 99% of it, you were really good, Danny.
Oh,
Just a
oh,
little
thank you.
more activity. I liked you taking off your glasses, but even a little bit more. You know, maybe
Yeah.
at the beginning putting keys on the chain. I mean, she makes a statement about you being meticulous and careful about this shop.
Yeah.
That's a big note from the writer. It tells us about this man. Everything is meticulous about him,
Oh, okay.
except
Yeah.
maybe he's very passionate underneath it, you know.
Right.
And you started to ping pong back and forth. You could have ping ponged back and forth more. It was so good. The minute you started really picking up that pace and pinging it back and forth, it was fun to watch. Really fun to watch.
Yeah, that's something we talked about. I was like, I feel like if we had more time, we could definitely get that down a little bit more. But
'cause I was-
Guys, if you want to do it next week, you can. I mean, you know, this is not an easy scene.
yeah.
You can.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can. Do you want to? Because I really think you can get it going even faster. Anybody have anything else to say? Come back so I can see you all. Anything
I
else?
really liked it. I think they took the notes pretty great. Like I could see a difference from the first time. It was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
could too.
Yeah.
I could too.
Yeah, I like the banter. I like that it was quicker, like the ping pong
Yeah.
thing that you suggested, Tony. That was great.
Yeah. It just makes it more alive. That's the relationship, you know. All right, so let's bring in Noel and Stephen Odachowski. Everybody turn off their cameras. Let's unpin her. And unpin Danny. Here we go.
Do you mind if we park for a while?
That's a great idea. I'd love to park.
Huh?
Well, Marty, I'm 18 years old. It's not like I've never parked before.
What?
Marty, why you seem so nervous? Are you okay?
No. Hold on. So I'm really sorry. There's sorry. There was like a big fight with my neighbors and I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, is that what's going on? Wow.
Yeah. They're like super loud. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I couldn't even hear with my headphones on. I couldn't even hear you, Noel.
This is your new place and your neighbors are fighting all the time?
So it's the apartment complex across from me. Anyway, I'm sorry about that, guys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The pleasures of living in Los Angeles apartments, right?
Oh, God.
Maybe they're running scenes.
Yeah.
Maybe they're actors.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Yeah. Noel, just a little hint when he says, would you like to park? Can you do something that scares the shit out of him?
Yeah.
Do that because he needs to be scared because he doesn't expect you to say yes. And he's got to be kind of taken, you know, you got to do something sexy to make him like, oh, yikes. All right, here we go.
Do you mind if we park for a while?
That's a great idea. I'd love to park.
Huh?
Well, Marty, I'm 18 years old. It's not like I've never parked before.
What?
Marty, is something wrong?
No. Lorraine, what are you doing?
I swept it from the old lady's liquor store.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't drink
Why not?
because you might regret it later in life.
Everybody who's anybody drinks.
Jesus, you smoke too?
Buddy, stop being such a square. I mean, everybody smokes. It's no big deal. Why are you so nervous?
Well, Lorraine, geez, that's hard for me to say. Have you ever been in a situation where, well, you know you have to act a certain way, but when you get there, you're not sure if you can go through with it?
You mean like, yeah, how are you supposed to act on the first date?
Well, sort of, yeah.
Well, I know exactly what you mean.
You do?
And you know what I do in this situation?
What?
I don't worry about it. Oh, this isn't right. I mean, there's something wrong with it. Oh, I mean, it just feels like, I'm kissing my brother or my father. Oh, I don't know. I know it doesn't make sense. Does it?
Believe me, it makes perfect sense. See?
See.
Okay, let's take it back, Noel. After you kiss him, I want to see you being confused. Don't say that line right away. Feel your lips. And it's almost as if you're saying it to yourself. Oh my God, what's wrong? It's like I'm kissing my brother. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not even that you're saying it to him. It's almost like, what, am I crazy? What?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Just for that. Weren't you supposed to roll down the window or something, Stephen? Or was that in the other thing?
That was just the improv.
Oh,
that
okay.
was the improv,
Right.
yeah.
So Noel, maybe I gave you too much to do. Maybe just, maybe right there, because that's a great moment. Maybe right there, you just maybe move a little bit closer on the couch there. Move a little bit closer. Take his tie like you did. Give him this passionate kiss. And then when you let him go, there must be something wrong. It's like I kissed you know what I mean? This is almost to yourself. You know what I mean? He's like, but it's loud enough for him to hear, but you're like confused. And Stephen, you're like, you're a mess. I know. You're quivering. I know what you mean, So let's take it just a few beats before that, okay? Have you ever done something? And Stephen, right there, I think you should give her the wrong message. Like, you're pulling, as you're talking, you're pulling your tie down. You're kind of, because you're hot. This is horrible. You're upset. You're opening up your shirt. But to Noelle, it looks like, you're inviting her in. It's miscommunication here. And that's what's so funny about it.
Okay.
All right. So here we go.
And
take your time after that kiss, Noelle. I don't care if it takes you 30 seconds. It's like, yikes.
Okay. You want to take it from what? Like, I think exactly what you mean.
where he says, no, just before that, have you ever done something with da, da, da,
Oh,
da,
okay. All right. I'll go from there.
and
All
be
right.
opening your shirt, loosening your tie,
Okay.
and
All right.
action.
Well, Lorraine, geez, that's hard for me to say. Have you ever been in a situation where you know you're supposed to act a certain way, but when you get there, you're not sure if you can go through with it?
You mean like how you're supposed to act on a first date?
Well, sort of.
Well, I think I know exactly what you mean.
You do?
And you know what I do in those situations?
What?
I don't worry about it. This isn't right. I don't understand. I just feel like it's wrong. I mean, I don't know. It feels like I'm just kissing my brother or my father. I don't know what it is, but I know it's wrong. I guess it doesn't make sense. Does it?
Believe me, it makes perfect sense.
Much better. Much better. That was funny. I think if I redirected it again, Stephen, I would have you enjoy it for 1 second.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what makes it so funny. It's like for 1 second, and then the horror of you enjoying it for that second is what makes you recoil. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like instinctually, someone's going in for a kiss, so I'm going to kiss them back. But
and then suddenly
immediately I'm just like, no, that's my mom. Yeah.
Right. So you guys want to just try that again? Because it would be funny if you go in, she's kissing you, and we see your eyes, you're enjoying it, and then suddenly they pop open.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I'll
try
make a
that.
makeshift tie real fast. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just have it hanging there. There you go. So go ahead, Noelle.
And you know what I do in those situations?
What?
I don't worry about it. This isn't right. I mean, it feels wrong. It feels like I don't know, like I just kissed my brother or my father. Ooh. I don't know what it is. I guess it doesn't make sense. Does it?
Believe me, it makes perfect sense.
Good. Anybody want to say anything? Come on back.
Earlier in the scene, when you handed that bottle over, that was perfect timing. It just went from one frame to the next. That was cool. Other than you played the scene very well too, but I just noticed how well that.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good. So now Marco and Kenny come in. Barbara, now your hair's looking really cute.
Thank you.
Marco, I want you to improvise this with Kenny first, and then I'll have you just do it. Okay? Where's Kenny?
Yeah.
Kenny, where are you?
Here. Yeah, okay, you can't see me. That's great. If you can't see me, that means I can spread my drink.
So you're going to improvise this, okay, Marco? And then I'll
Okay.
have you do the scene. Do not look at the the words, nothing. I just want you guys to improvise it.
Oh.
Improvise meaning doing this entire scene in our words.
In your own words, just letting the character come through you. Forget
Okay.
your own words, do it in your own words. Let the character come to you. Forget the words of the writer.
So what are you doing?
I'm eating.
No, I saw you fiddling with numbers. What are you doing?
Calculating the amount of money I need
For
my
what?
coffee shop.
Wow.
Coffee shop.
You're putting up a coffee shop? Wow. You must have a lot of money.
If I turn your ass in, I'm gonna have that money.
How much are you getting?
That's none of your business.
I guess it's my business. If you're turning me in and I'm the person you're turning in, it has to be my business. So how much money are you making?
It's not how it works, but just to fulfill your curiosity, it's $100,000.
$100,000, that's it? Come on, you can do better than that. I'll give you $200,000 if you let me go. How's that?
No fucking way.
300,000.
Still no fucking way. And you
$305,000?
You better shut up if you're to kick your ass. And bust
Why are you gonna kick my ass? I want to help you. I'm giving you more money. You can put several restaurants.
I'm a man with ethics, okay? I never took a payoff, and I'm not gonna do that with scumbag like you.
You work for the mafia and you consider yourself a man with ethics?
Of course. That's how a job is a job. I do my own thing. You know, fulfill your own duty, that's the ethics, okay?
Serrano is a mafia. He kills whoever he wants. He steals money from the government, all these illegal bars, clubs, and you work for him and you call yourself a man of ethics.
Apparently, you're not familiar with Aristotle, but that's too philosophical for you, I guess. And also, it's none of your business. Okay. So why don't you just shut up, enjoy your meal? We both know you might not have too much time.
In any case, I don't think you should put up a restaurant. Do you know that half of restaurants shut down within the first 5 months? Why don't you just have a beauty salon?
Because I'm not a fucking pussy like you.
Come on, beauty salons, make so much more money and, they recover their money in a year.
May I ask you a question? Can I ask for one favor?
Sure.
Shut your fucking mouth and let me eat.
I don't see any reason why I should shut my mouth. You can eat while I'm talking, right?
But
you don't use your mouth. You don't use your mouth to hear me out.
Because I want to enjoy my meal and I don't want to listen to your voice. That's just so annoying. Simple as that, okay?
I was in the Glee Club when I was a kid and people love to hear me talk and sing. I think,
what kind of pussy skill was that? I don't give a fuck.
You should pay me for the entertainment.
How about 2 bullets in your head?
And what are you eating? Do you see all that oil, all that cholesterol? That's not good for you.
I'm aware of that.
So it's not good for you and you're still doing it. You're still eating it.
I enjoy the taste. That's what matters.
Why do you do things that aren't good for you?
Because I love it, okay? And secondly, it's none of your fucking business.
Well, for as long as you're doing it in front of me, I just can't resist. How about I give you a diet? You should turn vegan, vegans live longer.
Sure, send it to me, okay? And shut the fuck up.
Great. That's funny, you guys. That's just perfect. That's their characters. All right, so now let's do the scene. That's good. Marco, I just want you to have a little bit of activity, something.
Okay.
whether it's a menu or, well, your hands are handcuffed if I'm not.
Here. I'm
Okay.
answer. No, because we're eating, so I guess I'm handcuffed to something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Give me a second. Okay.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Arithmetic.
Arithmetic? Maybe I can help you. I am an accountant.
Well, I was thinking that after I turn your ass in and collect my money, I'm going to open a nice little coffee shop.
How much exactly are you getting for me, if I can ask?
Well, I don't think that's any of your concern, but I'll tell you, just to tell you, 100,000.
100,000. Will you take 200,000 to let me go? Will you take 100,000 if you let me go?
Not by a long shot.
200,000.
I never took a paid off in my life, and I'm not going to start with someone like you.
Why not?
Because you're a fucking criminal, and you deserve to go where you're going, and I'm going to take you there. If I hear any more shit from you, I'm going to fucking bust your head, and I'm going to put your back in the fucking hole, and I'm going to put your head in the fucking toilet bowl, and I'm going to make it stay there.
I have to tell you, a restaurant is a very tricky investment. More than half of them go under within the first 6 months. If I were your accountant, I'd have to strongly advise you against it.
You would, huh? Well, you're not my accountant.
If I were your accountant, I'd have to...
I told you. I took you out here.
I'm just saying that it's a very tricky business. And if I were your accountant, I would really have to strongly advise you against it as an accountant.
Well, you're not my accountant.
I realize I'm not your accountant. I'm saying if I were your accountant. Are you familiar with the phrase arterial sclerosis? Cholesterol. If you want, I'll outline a complete balanced diet for you.
Well, mail it to me from C Block.
Why would you eat that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because it tastes good.
But it's not good for you.
I'm aware of that.
Well, why would you do something that you know is not good for you?
Because I don't think about it.
That's living in denial.
Living in denial.
Yeah, living in denial.
I'm aware of that.
So you're aware of all your behavior, yet you continue to do things that aren't good for you. Isn't that sort of foolish? Don't you think so, Jack?
No. Stealing $15 million from Jimmy Serrano seems foolish.
I didn't think I'd get caught.
But now, that's living in denial.
I'm aware of that.
Oh, so you're aware of your behavior and yet you continue to do things that aren't good for you. Sounds kind of foolish to me. Don't you think, John?
It was foolish, but taking 15 million of mob money and giving it to charity was good for a lot of people.
Oh. So, you piss off the mafioso killer just to be loved by a bunch of fucking strangers. Makes a lot of sense here.
Don't you want to be loved?
Lots of people love me.
Really? Who?
I got an ex-wife and I got a daughter in Chicago.
How did they put up with all your sarcasm?
Beautifully. I haven't seen either of them in 9 years.
Maybe we should go see them.
No, I don't think maybe we should go see them. Thanks for the interest, though.
The job must have been tough on them.
Nope. I didn't do this then.
What did you do?
I was a cop.
You were a cop in Chicago? Then you must know all about Jimmy Serrano.
Do you have the right to ask me certain questions?
I think I do.
No, you don't.
I think I do.
No, you don't.
Why not?
Dinner's over. Let's go. I can see this is going to be some fucking trip, boy.
I wouldn't worry about it, Jack. I'm not going to be with you that much longer.
What do you mean?
From what I know about Serrano, if I go to jail, I'll be dead within 24 hours. So sooner or later, I'm going to have to give you the slip. Glad you find it humorous. $2? That's all you're going to leave?
That's 15%.
That's 13%. These people depend on tips for a living.
That was so good. Really. Marcos, you should be in class longer because you're so good. Really. And Kenny, I'm so proud of you. You did great work. You found these really funny, you know, the nerdy bookkeeper who really is passionate about helping people, and the, you know, the dude who doesn't give a damn. You know, it really came through. And come back, everybody. It was very, very funny. I mean, I got some really good laughs out of this. Anybody want to put anything in? It was just so interesting to me. It really worked. And Danny, you did a great job too. And thank you for sitting, you know,
Sure.
and reading with Kenny, because that was great. But you can see how even with these three guys, how Danny read it with Kenny totally differently than what Marcos did. And Marco was, you know, it was both were really great. Just really good work, you guys. Everybody's getting so good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, so my question is, Marco, do you think you're going to be here for the full class, or are you always coming in at the end? Because I feel bad. You must be tired.
Actually, I'm not really, I never really get tired, but it's more, I feel bad when I miss a class or come late. So then my energy gets down.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's better if I just, you know, not attend class first, because it's just a downer to be late and I interrupt the class and I don't feel good about it.
You didn't interrupt the class, but it's just that you didn't get to have the full influence of the class. And so I'm wondering, are you going to be available to at least work with your partner or partners?
Yeah, it's not fair to them. So
No. Do you work with them over the week? Can you work with them during the week?
Kenneth said I had 2 practices.
Oh, well then that's okay. As long as you work with each other. I liked what you did. I just don't want to waste your money. If you feel good about it and you work with them, then I'm fine with it. All of you, good work tonight. Any questions or thoughts or feelings or emotions or? No, huh?
The improv helped for me.
Yeah, I think the improv really helps before you go into the scene.
It super helps.
Yeah, because then you don't have the writer's words. You have the improv to create these characters, which were so much stronger, you know, because then the character starts to come through and make choice for you, you know?
I think the improv for me also, you know, confirmed how much I knew the character. So it just reinforced it.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, you were so passionate about, you know, on what he was doing and everything. You really created, you know, the nerd who's trying to be helpful to the ex-cop who's working for the mafia, and how this unlikely relationship begins to blossom into a a really true, funny relationship. Even your body language was good, Marco. It was very good. And Kenneth, I'm so proud of you. Really good work. You know, and Danny did a great read, and Antonia and Barbara, very funny. Jennifer and Danny, do you want to still do the same scene, or do you want a different scene?
There is a lot to this scene. We could probably, what do you think, Jennifer?
I don't think it matters. Whatever you want to give us.
We could do this and maybe even another scene. I don't know. Not me and Jen, but well, I don't know. I'd be up to do it again. Doing it again. Or we can do another one.
I don't know if I have the availability to do 2 scenes this next
Yeah,
week.
I don't want to stretch you guys. We've got enough people. We've got 8 people, so I just want to keep it to 8 people doing 2-person scenes. So I'll send you new scenes then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And does anybody have any questions or?
Just thank you, Tonola.
Yeah, I really like the color now, Barbara. It's interesting. I
like it too.
You know what I think it is, Barbara? I think with the color, you have to be a little bit more dramatic with your makeup. And
I didn't do anything today.
No, I understand, but I'm saying,
yeah,
I think I really like it. I think just a little bit more drama with your eyebrows and your lips, and it's going to pop you, because it's actually really cute. Yeah, I just was taken aback because I had.
Me too.
Not really, Barbara, because you've had red hair like this. When you were younger, I remember your hair was very, very red.
It's much more copper though. This is like red.
But I like it now. It just took me for a shock, you know.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, in a couple of days, once it kind of loosens up, it's going to be really adorable. Like brush the bangs into your eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
Brush it just a little bit. Just a little bit, Barbara. Just, you know, just kind of, yeah. I think you're going to love it in a couple of days.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you, darling.
All right, you guys have a good night. I'll send you scenes.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Good
love
night, everybody. Thank you, Antonia.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye.